Join MinnMax for the deepest dive on Alan Wake 2. It's our multi-part game club discussion tackling Remedy's new survival horror game. For the panel, we have the world's greatest detective, Sarah Podzorski, Alan Wake's newest superfan, community manager Haley McLean. Leo Vader will be there and will be bringing his expertise on all things horror. And nobody on Earth can get inside the head of a writer better than master wordsmith Jeff Marchiafava. If you support MinnMax on Patreon, you can submit comments for us to read during our discussions on Alan Wake 2, unlock the podcast version of The Deepest Dives, and you can help support independent games media at the same time. Oh, forgot to mention, I'm Ben Hansen. I'll technically be hosting this Deepest Dive as well. Also, big thing, thanks to our friends at Night Dive Studios, if you support MinnMax on Patreon at any tier from now through November 1st, we will send you a Steam code for Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals. It's another narrative-heavy, spooky game that released this year, so if you like Alan Wake 2, Oxenfree 2 is probably up your alley, so check it out. So the stopping point for the first discussion in Alan Wake 2 is when you switch back to FBI Agent Saga, which is roughly 6 hours into the game. We'll be collecting your comments on Patreon this Sunday, October 29th. All we ask is, years from now, don't reflect back on Alan Wake 2 with a shrug and just say, yeah, that was a weird game, huh? I think it was good. Let's savor this oddball release together from one of the game industry's biggest independent studios. Patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. Please join the Deepest Dive, support MinnMax on our 4th anniversary, and maybe most importantly, get a free code for Oxenfree 2 on Steam. We've been waiting 13 years for the sequel to Alan Wake. Help us give this game the discussion it deserves with The Deepest Dive. It'll be the best, most thorough discussion about Alan Wake 2 on the internet. Did you know that you can more than double the amount of podcasts from MinnMax every single week by supporting us at the $5 tier on Patreon? You don't have to listen through the browser or anything dumb like that. You'll get access to a private RSS feed if you support us on Patreon. You put it in your favorite podcast app, and then bam, you can listen to our weekly bonus podcast Party Chat, the podcast versions of The Deepest Dives, MinnMax interviews, Max spoilers, and you get the MinnMax Show podcast a day earlier than everybody else. So please help support independent games media. Head over to patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's.